Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening. So today, uh, me and my group will present Chapter 3 Management Approach in Educational Institution for Subject Leadership and Management in TVET MBE 22603. Our group consists of 5 persons, which is Muhammad Idham bin Jalim, myself, which is Muhammad Nasr Hazim bin Ruslan, Wan Muhammad Hanif bin Wan Nazri, Iluni Islamah binti Ibrahim, Nusaira binti Ahmad Sabri. So, the content that we'll include in our discussion, which is 3.1 quality concept, the next one is 3.2 total quality management, or we call it as TQM, 3.3 total quality school, TQS. The first one, quality concept. So basically, what is quality? Quality can be in a various form, such as first, the totality of features and a characteristic of a product that bears on its ability to satisfy the stated or implied needs. This definition was created by the American Society for Quality, or TASQ. So, for the ISO, which is International Organization for Standardization, definition of quality is a degree to which a set of inherent characteristics of a product or service fulfill requirement. So this is the direct definition. So what are actually quality? Quality definition can be separated into three perspectives, which is the first one is user based, or we call it customer based. It's in the eyes of the beholder. The second one is manufacturing based or industry based, which is do it right for the first time. The last one is product based, precise measurement. So the explanation for the user base, in the eyes of the beholder, the quality is different among is various depending on the user itself. For the example, we buy some food, we buy some nasi goreng or fried rice. Different person will classify the food is either delicious or not delicious, depends on the taste of the user. So this is the main quality in the user perspective, is in the eyes of the beholder. It's various among the user itself. So for the manufacturing base, is you go big or go home, which is the mean you must do it the right way in the first time. There is no second time, because if you do it for the second time, the quality will be decreased. That is the quality for the manufacturing perspective. So in the perspective of product, quality is meaning of precise measurement, or you make it as the SOP or standard of procedure. You make it right according to the size, according to the color. So if the product fulfill the requirement of the measurement, the product itself is a good quality product. So dimension of quality. Dimension of quality is meaning that quality can be defined, can be included in this 8 dimension. First, performance. Performance is a quality. Second, the aesthetic of the product or the service is also dimension of quality. Special features is also type of quality. Safety, reliability, durability, perceived quality, service after sale. So the example, performance. A good quality for performance can be defined such as you buy a car, the car fast, the car durable, it's reliable, the safety is good. So the car is in a high quality. We can add car have a special feature, which is high-tech car. The design look aesthetic. The car after sales service, such as the maintenance are provided by the seller. The any warranty can be claimed. So by a car, we can see that dimension of quality is not one, it's various. So this 8 dimension is required, is type of dimension and quality, and any product that contain this 8 dimension we can check the quality, or we can evaluate the quality of the product. So we go through to the importance of quality. Okay, so we already know the definition, we already know the dimension. So what importance of quality? So a good quality will cost you a lower cost in any organization, either you in a group or either you in a industry, because a good quality will not cost you any waste. So it's less waste, that means a lower cost. The next one is motivated employees. So by producing a good quality product or services or anything, the employees will be motivated and will improve the quality even more. The next one is reputation. The reputation of the organization or the industry itself. By producing any good quality product or services, the reputation of your company, your organization, your institution will be well known to the others. So the next one is international competitiveness. Again, by producing a good quality product or services, your institution, your company, your organization can compete internationally, because the international level will be higher than the national level. So by producing the good quality, you will have a chances to compete in the international level. So what is the common error in organization? The first one is senior management delegation and poor leadership. With a poor leadership, the product or the services will be very low quality. The second one is team mania. The organization must undergo a cultural change before teamwork can succeed. Yes, this is true, because the organization can be changed only by cultural change. If they don't change it, their teamwork will be wasted. The next one is deployment process. Some organizations develop quality initiative without concurrently developing plans for integrating them into all elements of organization. The next one, taking a narrow dogmatic approach. You must take a very wide approach in order to produce a good quality things. Taking a narrow and dogmatic approach will produce an error in any production of your product or services. The next one is confusion about the difference among education, awareness, inspiration, and skill building. So, how to achieve quality? The first one, obsession with approach. You must obsess with the high quality things, and you must come with the approach or effort. Because if you obsess about the quality without any engagement or approach, it will be wasted and you can achieve the quality. The next one is scientific quality to decision making and long-term commitment. You must have a good quality of decision making and long-term commitment in order to produce a good quality services or product in the long term. The next one, problem solving. Any product or services have flaw in it, so you must know how to tackle it and solve the problem of the product or the services, and then you will get a high quality things. Next is teamwork. In an organization, teamwork produce quality. That's the key. Next one is continual improvement. Again, any product and services have a flaw, so you must continuously improve the product or services, and then you will achieve the quality. The next one, education and training. So how we want to improve our decision making, long-term commitment, and also problem solving? By educate and train. But educate and train any employees, and also employer will produce a person that can that can make a good quality services and product. That's why freedom through control. The employees or any person in the organization must have freedom of choice, freedom of making decision, but still in control, not fully given 100% to the person that can go wrong. So unity of purpose. The organization must have goal or purpose, and all of member in it must be unity toward the purpose or goals. The last one is employee involvement and empowerment. To achieve quality, we not just need a leader or manager or upper management. The employee or the lower management, lower individual must involve and show the empowerment, so the organization will produce a good quality. So the total quality pioneer, so this is, we can call it the father of quality lah. There's 3%, which is Edward Deming, Joseph M. Juran, Philip B. Crosby. So you can Google or find some research about this 3%, and they always talk about quality, total quality, how to make a good quality product or services. Okay, that's all from me. So I will pass to Idham for the next.
Okay, next topic is total management quality, which called is TQM. So what is the TQM for is, so the content is TQM is introduction, basic principle in TQM, how TQM apply in school setting, 4 component of profound knowledge, the evolution of total quality management, TQM tools, element of TQM, objective and advantage of TQM in education. So the first one is introduction, total quality management. TQM is total, made up of the whole quality degree of excellence of product or service provider. Management, act, art or manner of planning, controlling and directing. So what does total quality management TQM mean? The total quality TQM means that the organization culture is defined by and support the constant attainment of customer satisfaction through an integrated system of tools, technique and training. This involves the continuous improvement of organizational process resulting in high quality product and service. Total quality management in education is message the idea that every student has worth and demand the best possible chance in life. So the element for success in TQM is management support, mission statement, proper planning, customer and bottom line focus, measurement, empowerment, teamwork and effective meeting, continuous process improvement and dedicated resource. So philosophical leader of the quality movement is Philip Crosby, Edward Deming, Joseph M. Juran. Each has slightly different definition of what quality is and how to achieve it, but they all had the same general message, which to achieve outstanding quality require quality leadership from senior management, a customer focus, total involvement of the workforce, continuous improvement based upon rigorous analysis of process. So the basic principle in total quality management is approach is to management lead, scope to company-wide, scale is to everyone is responsible for quality, philosophy is to prevent not detection, standard to right first time, control, cost of quality, team to ongoing improvement. So how TQM apply in school setting? The first one is student, the worker and the product, which is the difference between success and failure of the school depend on quality of their work. Second is teacher. The first level manager, which therefore the teacher will be leader of the class. Emphasizing quality through non-coercive management, featuring student as worker and teacher as coach. The text is administrator. The middle and upper level management, which the productivity of any school depend mostly on the skill of those who directly the worker, example the teacher. And the last one is the border of education, which is the border of director that's responsible directly to the client, and board member are oversee of the administrator. So, four component of profound knowledge known as systematic thinking, theory of variation, theory of knowledge, and knowledge of psychology. So the first one is systematic thinking. Is this is the independent of function with the sub process and of the organization with its people. Second is theory of variation, which is this is the understanding of the difference between common and special causes. And understanding of variation will enable educational leads to work toward quality. The third one is theory of knowledge. Only through a theory of knowledge can one understand the past and predict the future. The last one is knowledge of psychology. The new philosophy is based on the understanding of people and their difference. So the source of quality in education is outstanding teachers, high moral value, excellent examination, the support of parents, business and the local community, plentiful resource, the application of the latest technology, the care and concern for pupil and student, and the last one is a well-balanced and challenging curriculum. So that's all for my part. Continue to the my friend part, which is Iluni.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So today I will be explain about implementing the TQM in education. First of all, we need to know the evaluation of total quality management. The quality guru first should work which contributed to understand of process variability. So he developed the concept of statistical control chart. Next is Edward Denim. Edward Denim was stressed out the responsibility of quality. So he developed the 40 point to guide the company in quality improvement. Next is Joseph Juran. Joseph Juran was defined the quality as a fitness forest. So he developed the concept of cost of quality. Next is the Armand Feigenbaum. He introduced the concept of total quality control. Next is Crosby. Crosby stressed out the quality is free. So he introduced the concept of zero defect. So next is Kouru Ishikawa. Kouru Ishikawa, the professor from Japan. He is the first professor was stressed out about the cause and effect diagram, which is also known as a fishbone diagram. So he identified the concept of internal customer. Next is Genichi Taguchi, also from Japan. He focused on product design quality and he developed Taguchi loss function. The next. So for the education, we implement a lot of PDCA cycle was stressed by Denny Wheels. PDCA stand for the plan, do, check, and act. First section is plan. Plan, or we know as schedule. So first, for the plan, we need to identify the problem and plan. We need to observe and analyze. We need to isolate area causes, and we need to define the correction action. The next stage is do or execution. We need to prepare, apply, and verify the application. Next stage is check. Check we also know as a control. Control, we need to verify the result of the action we taken, and we need to compare with the objective, either we achieve the objective or not. And lastly, add is action. We need to standardization and consolidation, and we need preparation for the next stage. If the objective not achieved, we need redo this cycle again. So next. So Edward Denim was out the 40 principle, which is first, create the consistency of purpose. Second is adopt the new philosophy. Third is cease inspection, require evidence. Fourth is improve the quality of supplies. Fifth, continuously improvement production. Next is train and educated all employees. Seven is supervisor must be help people. 8 is drive out fear. Next, we need to eliminate the boundary, and we also need eliminate the use of slogan. We also need to eliminate the numeric standard. And next, we need to let people be proud of their work. This is as a motivation for the employee. Next is encourage self-improvement. And lastly, commit the ever-improving quality. Next. So, Crosby also Crosby idea also can be implemented in education. So he stressed out also 14 steps to improve the quality. First is management commitment. Second is quality improvement plan. Third is measurement. Fourth is cost of quality. Next is quality awareness, correction action, zero defect planning, employee education, zero defect day, goal setting, error cost removal, recognition, quality council, and we need to redo again until we can get the best result for quality management. Okay, next. So for the tools, tool that we use in education, we have 7 tools in TQM. First is scatter diagram. Scatter diagram is the graph that show how two variables are related to each other. Second is flowchart or process map. This is a schematic of sequence of steps involved in operation or process. Next is histogram. Histogram is a chart that shows the frequency distribution of observed value of a variable. Next is cause and effect diagram. We also know as fishbone diagram. This is a chart that identifies the potential cause of particular quality problem. And next is Pareto chart. Pareto chart is a technique used to identify the quality problem based on their degree of importance. And next is stratification. It is a technique used to divide data into subcategory or classification to provide useful insight into the problem. And lastly, control chart. Chart used to evaluate whether a process is operating within the set expectation. So we also use brainstorming tools for the guideline for the total quality management. Next. So there has 4 elements to improve the total quality management. First, we need to focus the synergistic relationship. Second, we need continuous improvement and self-evaluation. Third, we must focus on system ongoing process. Lastly, we need to choose the best leadership to improve the total quality management. Next. So, the objective of total quality management in education, first is we need to provide them modern course. Second, we need to improve the existing amenities. Third, we need to upgrade the skill of teaching staff. Fourth, we need to invite the specialists in various fields and organize seminar and lecturers to provide additional knowledge to the student. And next, we need to achieve good result in both undergraduate and postgraduate course at the university level examination. And lastly, we need to develop library as one of the best information resource center. Next. Okay, the advantage of applying TQM in education. First, it can develop the great relationship between teacher and student. And next, we can give the excellent placement opportunity, and we can extensive the continuous improvement. We also can enhance the relationship between management and faculty, and we also can develop the world-class management school. And last, we can give the knowledge based on education. That's all my part. Saya give to Sahira to explain the total quality school.
Okay, thank you, Iluni. Okay, I will explain about total quality school. Okay, next. Okay, the definition is the total quality school is apply the principle and practice of total quality management to their administrative and instructional function. Okay, basic element. when we introduce the TQM in school, the process will involve the combination of understanding system and process. That's mean that the school system contain many subsystem and process that a school will improve the system of the system of their school, uh, that they can redesign if the system is okay or not to do in that school. Next is using data for decision making. Employees learn to use data in decision making, and it involves the statistical method to understand why process is different. Next is using problem solving teams and teamwork. Um in school, we use a problem-solving process and tool to tackle and challenge the improve the procedure that help the operation in a classroom. Next is identifying and understanding customer need. A school identify the customer need to satisfy and attempt to understand their expectation and needs. And finally is quality planning. Quality planning process as a supplement to their strategy planning process to identify and achieve the school goal. The school can have a the indicator of a school board to make sure that the quality that the system that he want to use is in a well planning and have a good quality. Okay, next. Okay, there is four pillars of total quality in school aspect. First is the organization must focus first and foremost on its supply and customer. Second is everyone in the organization must be dedicated to continuous improvement personally and collectively. A third is the organization must be viewed as a system, and the work people do within the system must be seen as ongoing process. A fourth is the system of total quality management is the responsibility of the top management. Okay, first the organization must focus first and foremost on its supplier and customer. Means that the student is the teacher customer, so it represent of educational service provided for student growth and improvement. The teacher and the school are supplier of effective learning tool, environment and system to student. The process of their successful works together is the development of student capabilities, interests and character. The school is responsible for providing for the long-term education welfare of students by teaching them how to learn and communicate in high quality ways, how to access quality in their own work and it that of other. Third is how to invest in their own lifelong and life-wide learning process by maximizing opportunity for growth in every aspect of daily life. Total quality school setting, administrator work collaboratively with their customer that is a teacher. Okay, next. Okay. Second is everyone in the organization must be dedicated to continuous improvement personally and collectively. Means that the school need to practice that focus narrow on student limitation rather than their range of innate strength. Uh, Encourage educators to acknowledge the existence of multiple intelligence and potential within each student and help students to develop their many intelligence day by day. The school need to continuous improvement of a student will require the educator to re-examine current practice of grading and assessment. Uh, educator must uh, e- Educator must examine the wide range of effect that externally imposed assessment has on student capability to grow, to listen, to assess the quality of their own work as well as uh, the work of other. Many schools are already implementing new assessment strategy as part of the total quality plan, including process portfolio, exhibition, and even celebrate student progress throughout the year. Okay. Next is the organization must view as a system, and the work people do within the system must be seen as ongoing process. Okay, the school that have adopt total quality management principle and practice invest substantial resources to discover new and better way to help realize everyone potential in the new in the new paradigm paradigm of education. Continual improvement of learning process will replace the outdated teach and test mode of instruction, and the quality of teaching and learning process is mirrored in the learning outcome. Okay. Finally is the success of total quality management in the responsibility of top management. Uh, School leader must focus on establishing the content in which students can best achieve their potential through the continuous improvement of teachers and student work together. Educational leader who create the total quality school environment know that improving test score and assessment symbol is less important than progress inherent in the learning process of student, teacher, administrator and all of the school stakeholder. The top leadership must acquire the resources, aspiring the truth, and demonstrate openly and devisely an ongoing personal commitment to total quality management and its application to the continuous improvement of school and their people. Okay, that's all my part. I will proceed to uh, Hanif part. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now I will present about creating TQS. In order to create TQS, the first thing that should be done is improving administration. Okay, the first step is by selecting a subsystem for improvement. Next step is to define the system clearly using tools such as flowcharts and cause and effect diagrams. In order to improve something, you have to define it first, and the best way to define it is by drawing a picture of it. Okay. Next, who is involved in the work? Then the nature of the project should drive the selection of the people involved in the project. The team should include those who work within the subsystem and those who are responsible for it. If these groups are large, team members can representative. Okay, after forming the team must develop a design for gathering relevant data as well as deciding who will collect the data, what data they will collect, when they will collect them, and so on. Then analyze the data when a sufficient sample of data has been collected. After that, by using insights gained from the data, generates an improvement theory. Analyze the new data to determine whether the improvement theory worked or not. If it did, they add to institutionalize the change. And don't forget that the data samples should be taken time to time in order to monitor the system. Okay, next. Okay, after improving administration, the second thing that should be done is improving learning. Students should focus on speed and quality of work they are producing because both are important in real world. First, focus on speed by using a chart to track whether students completed their work on time. Remind the students that they should be honest in reporting their work progress. Also remind the students that the purpose is to improve the system, not to rate them. Then help the students to consider whether the work they did on time was of good quality. To help students determine this, discuss the standards of quality with them. Then students will make judgments about their own work. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.